Human beings were always in a need of energy. First, it was a merely fire made of dry foliage and twigs, then carefully prepared wood that helped survive cold winters, and coal that people learned to extract from the depths of the earth. Yet, it is the end of the 19th century that marked the dawn of the natural gas and oil usage. Coal, natural gas and oil are not only mere energy sources, they are also key chemical compounds in a multitude of everyday objects that surround us. Medicines, textiles, plastic, mineral fertilizers, to name just a few, are all made using some of these natural treasures. Our civilization requires a lot of energy and consumes daily huge amounts of raw materials, a high price we pay for our technological development. And despite the fact that humanity managed to tame the nuclear energy and is actively working on developing new alternative energy sources, our dependency on oil and gas continues to grow from year to year. The use of energy-saving technologies does help to save more percentage of our resources, yet the obtainable savings are immediately reinvested to cover the ever-growing demand for more energy. Current extraction rates of oil and gas soar in millions of tons of oil and billions of cubic meters of natural gas per year. Needless to say that these precious resources are not limitless. Slowly, as the explored oil and gas fields are being depleted, their production inevitably drops. Some sites become either almost completely dry or their further exploitation becomes unprofitable. Until now, these reserves are considered unrecoverable simply because exiting techniques do not permit a simple and cost-efficient extraction of these resources. As a consequence, the oil and gas bearing seams in the depleted reservoirs are just abundant while still enclosing a significant amount of their precious content. The Extra Gas and Oil Solutions Aegis company offers its customers a novel and groundbreaking technology that effectively addresses the problem of depleted reservoirs. First of all, we can increase the impact of wells whose output has significantly decreased during the exploitation period. Second, we can increase the production rate of the still active wells. Moreover, we offer solutions to extract oil or gas from dry wells located on the territory or already explored fields. Finally, our technology permits intensifying extraction of shale gas or degasification of coal beds in mines with complicated mining conditions. All these services are offered by our company on a no-cure, no-pay basis. In other words, the client pays only for a successful result, and an amount of payment is a reasonable percentage of the benefits gained by the customer from using the Aegis technology. Our empirical evidence shows that even in the worst-case scenario, the effectiveness of our technology achieves 85% success rate. In other words, roughly 85 out of 100 wells show an improvement of the production rate. Moreover, the potential non-responsive wells can be identified during preliminary investigations that are performed by our specialist. In this case, a pessimistic effectiveness of the procedure increases up to 95%. What is the essence of our method? Using special equipment and our technological know-how, we are able to create a web of fatigue microfractures in the reservoir with oil or gas-bearing layers. Although in some sense, our method is similar to a classical fracking, which is being actively used by modern oil and gas industries. Our technique has a number of several key features that positively distinguishes our technology from classical fracking. First of all, our technique is environmentally friendly. To ensure the creation of microfractures, we do not make use of environmentally dangerous chemical compounds. Only water or oil from the reservoir is used. Thus, the groundwater reserves remain unpolluted. Second, our technique is more efficient than classical fracking. As compared to the latter technique, the creation of microfractures effectively increases the area in the stratum where the hydrocarbon molecules are released. The more profound the creation of microfractures, the more material is eventually released from the stratum. As a result, for a typical dry well, it becomes possible to extract additional 30% of already extracted oil or gas. For example, for an oil field that gave 1 million ton of oil, the application of our technology permits extracting additional 300,000 tons. Thus, a typical well processed with our technology allows an extension of its life cycle from half a year to another 3 years, giving the well owners additional profits. Let us summarize the key advantages of working with Aegis. A customer only pays for the final result. If there is no result, there is no payment. The success of our technology without preliminary studies is 85%. In case when preliminary studies of wells are performed, the success rate can increase up to 95%. The costs of the processing wells are minimal. The required processing can be realized from 1 to 10 days. The technology permits recovering from a depleted well an additional 30% of previously extracted oil or gas. Our technology extends the exploitation period of well by another 1/2–3 years. Our technology is environmentally friendly and does not require the use of chemical compounds for creation of fractures.